So Colonial Penn has a new commercial out, and I wanted to spend some time playing it for you, reviewing it, and going over the pros and the cons as it's described in the commercial. The purpose of this video really is to help those of you out there who are looking for quality burial and life insurance coverage, and you want to make sure you make a good decision and know all the facts before you pull the trigger and get yourself a policy. My name is David Duford. I own buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. I help seniors across the nation find final expense and burial insurance policies. We shop around to find the best combination of price and coverage. And if you're interested in a free quote, it's very simple. We prefer you to call us directly. It's 888-626-0439. Or you can go to buylifeinsuranceforburial.com and request a free quote right there. So I found this new Colonial Penn Guaranteed Acceptance Whole Life commercial. I wanted to spend some time playing it, reviewing it for you, and kind of giving you some background on what's going on, how the plan works from a different perspective than the company, so that, again, you empower yourself with the appropriate knowledge to decide for yourself if what they do is a good fit or if something else might be different. So what I'm going to do is play it. We're going to just start it from beginning to end, and then as the process of the commercial goes through, I'll pause it and, where appropriate, give you some perspective on what's going on.
Ah, it's my favorite customers. The usual 4 today?
It'll just be 3 of us, Lois.
You didn't hear?
Oh no, Augie?
It was sudden. I still can't believe it myself.
So sorry. I sure will miss him. Be right back, guys.
It's not the same without him.
Augie would insist we keep meeting.
Something tells me he never got around to buying that life insurance.
The guaranteed acceptance plan you always talked about. From Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company?
That's the one.
I heard his wife is struggling with the funeral costs.
Guys, Augie had some health issues. He was afraid he wouldn't qualify.
Or that his rates would be through the roof.
We pay more for breakfast every month than what I pay for the Colonial Penn plan. Trust me, their rates are affordable.
Okay, so the first thing you'll notice here, let me actually do this. Okay, had to change the position of the video that you're watching. So the first thing you'll notice here on timestamp 48 seconds in is this thing right below this gentleman's chin that says affordable coverage options, limited benefit first 2 years. Now let me take a moment to explain what that means. Limited benefit specifically talks about the natural death coverage that the Colonial Penn Guaranteed Acceptance Plans offers. What they're saying here, and there might be some fine print later, I don't know, I haven't reviewed this yet, is that the full benefit on the natural death side will not pay for the first 2 years. You see, Colonial Penn does what's called Guaranteed Acceptance Whole Life Insurance. There's no health questions asked. I'm sure they'll start promoting that in the commercial in a minute. They've kind of talked about it, hinted at it a little bit. And the reason they can do this is because they don't provide any of the people who apply for coverage first day full natural death coverage. And they talk about anybody's accepted, and that's true. But again, that's why they're putting this limited benefit first 2 years in, because for natural death only, if you pass away, think cancer, think stroke, heart attacks, or any natural types of death, you will only get back your premiums paid plus 7% interest. So you got to wait 2 full years before the full benefit comes into effect. We'll talk about that a little bit more, because not all insurance programs for burial act that way if you're healthy enough to qualify. Again, more on that in a little bit. Let's keep going here.
Plus, you can't be turned down for health issues.
I see those Colonial Penn ads all the time. Would I qualify for their life insurance?
Well, you have to be over 50.
Well, I'll never tell, but I think I will give them a go.
Me too. I'm gonna give them a call.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Lawson. It happens. People put off getting life insurance till it's too late. Don't wait another day to call about this guaranteed acceptance life insurance.
Yeah, and so again, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance, just like they talked about. The age availability is 50 to 85, so they made that clear in the beginning of the commercial, the lady. If you're under 50, you can't qualify for this. But if you're interested in some kind of burial insurance coverage, yes, there are other companies out there that will qualify you if you're under the age of 50. More on that in a little bit. I can definitely help you there. And that's true. You don't want to put off life insurance. I can certainly agree with Colonial Penn on that. People have a penchant of waiting a little too long before they end up getting it. And usually it's they die without coverage, or they don't have to die, they just their health changes and they can't get the quality coverage they were once eligible for.
Coverage options start at just $9.95 a month.
So let's pause here. The 995 plan, I'm sure you've seen the commercial on the Colonial plan, the 995 plan and all that stuff. Are these plans actually 995? No. That's what they start from. That's why it says covered options from just, not are just. So they start at $9.95 a month and go higher. So this is the classic get them in the door with something that sounds cheap but ends up being a lot more expensive. Most likely, technically, you could get something for $9.95, but what you'll realize is the amount of coverage that's available tends to be a lot less than what you need. So you end up buying a lot more coverage than what the $9.95 affords. The fine print down here says you choose an option that's best for you. Your premium is based on the option you choose, right? So the option may be $5,000 in coverage or $10,000 in coverage, right? So that premium varies based on the coverage. Your benefit amount is based on your age and gender. So male, female, age 50, age 85, all of these have an impact on what your actual price is going to be. So understand it's not $9.95 across the board. Don't think that it is. It's probably going to be something higher if you get more than just the standard or the least amount.
And you never have to wonder, will my rate go up? It won't.
Yep, and that's true because what Colonial Penn does with their guaranteed acceptance plan is a whole life insurance plan. And what one feature all of them have is that your rates are locked in for life. This is not unique to Colonial Penn. Any kind of policy out there that's a burial insurance plan, and there are dozens, like the ones we represent at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, have price locks too. So as soon as you take the plan out, the rate stays the same the rest of your life as long as you continue to pay it.
The rate is locked in for life. It's so easy. There are no health questions.
And there it is again. Notice the fine print. No health questions, 100% true. If you call up and ask Colonial Penn right now that you want to buy, you call this number. What they're going to tell you is, great, just give us your personal information. We'll get you approved. They don't care about your age at all or your health. They do care about your age. They don't care about your health. You cannot be turned down for any health reason. But again, right below that is that limited benefit for the first 2 years. And the way Colonial Penns will work is that you don't have natural death for the first 2 year coverage, except the premiums being refunded to your beneficiary plus 7%. So again, if you're paying $100 a month, you die after 10 payments, that's a total of $1,000 in premium. That will be returned to your beneficiary plus 7%. So maybe $1,070, right? And why is that a problem? Let's talk about that really quickly. The problem is there are carriers that won't make you wait 2 full years for natural death coverage if your health is eligible. And a lot of them are flexible with health and even with a history of diabetes, heart issues, cancer history issues, lung issues even. You may be eligible for first day full coverage so that if you did die within that 2 year period of time, instead of having a position where only a part of what you paid in is paid back or what you paid in is paid to the beneficiary plus a little bit of interest, you have the full death benefit and have more peace of mind faster with one of these kind of programs, of course, which is what we offer at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com.
You can't be turned down for any health reason. Plus, your coverage can't be canceled. Just pay your premiums.
And again, 100% true for guaranteed acceptance, Colonial Penn, burial insurance, guaranteed lifetime coverage. But this is, again, a feature that's actually the norm. If you get a burial insurance plan, it is lifetime coverage with the vast majority of burial insurance plans out there. This is not unique. This is the norm. So it is something that you cannot outlive, like some of these other products that we would call term insurance. Term is short for terminating. So there is a risk if you buy one of those that, yes, you will outlive it and have nothing to show when you might actually need it.
Call now and get this free beneficiary plan. Use it to list important information you want your family to know.
Well, I called Colonial Penn. Here's to Augie.
To Augie.
Call 1-800-357.
All right, and here's the, again, the more of a fine print here. So we'll just go through it really briefly. I'm going to read it to you in case you're watching this on a smartphone and can't quite read. For free information on benefits, cost limits, limitations, and exclusions available in most states. Total life coverage is subject to company guidelines. That just means, you know, that's the company's decision to issue the coverage. An insurance agent may contact you. Face amounts of less than $1,000 not available in West Virginia, so you can't do less than $1,000 if you're in West Virginia. And bolded here, this is a graded death benefit contract. Again, that's another term for no full natural death coverage during the first 2 years with a limited death benefit payment in the first 2 years. That refers to what they'll pay out if you die of natural causes, and it says exactly that. And then the rest is just where it is. It's company. Jonathan Lawson is paid for his appearance. And again, it says below that modified benefit. Again, modified benefit is another term for graded or a 2-year waiting period program or guaranteed acceptance too. And so it's basically just confirming more in the fine print again what this does and exactly how it works. Okay, so what's the moral of the story? Well, Colonial Penn does offer guaranteed acceptance coverage, and that's probably going to be the best option when you cannot qualify for anything else. Essentially, this is what we call the trump card. When there's no other policy or carrier out there, Colonial Penn will accept you because they're guaranteed acceptance, and that's a good thing. However, the good news is that there are potentially better options out there for you if your health qualifies. Again, like I said, as an insurance agent myself, if I'm selling my mother a policy, the last thing I'd want her to do is wait 2 full years before her full death coverage comes into effect. What if mom dies suddenly? My grandmother died from pancreatic cancer. Nobody expected that to happen. She was dead in a week. So we need to make sure we have quality coverage in place no matter what may potentially happen, especially if our health qualifies for first day full natural and accidental coverage. And that's what we try to attempt with every one of our clients at buylifeinsuranceorburial.com. What makes this different than Colonial Penn is, unlike Colonial Penn, which just represents themselves, we represent a multitude of insurance carriers across the nation. And we talk to our clients to figure out what it is they're looking for, how much they can afford, and then we shop those carriers for the highest quality coverage, which in many cases can offer first day full coverage if the client is eligible. And we invite you to get a free quote. There's absolutely no obligation. We're super easy to deal with, and here's what to do if you'd like to do this. It's very simple. Go to 888-626-0439. That's our phone number. Again, 888-626-0439. That's the fastest and quickest way to get a hold of us. We can give you a quote within a few minutes. It's very simple. Or you can just go to buylifeinsuranceorburial.com and run quotes yourself and see what you may qualify for there. I hope this video was helpful to you, and thanks so much for watching. Take care.